Okay. Hey everybody, this is Genshin-kun, and I'm starting my new Let's Play, Chaos Head, which is made by the same people who made STEINS and Robotic Notes. One thing that you guys should know is that Chaos Head, STEINS and Robotic Notes take place in the same universe. So everything that's happening in this visual novel, or I mean, there's just this particular story, reflects upon what happens in the other two series. They're also releasing a new series called, I think, Chaos Child or Chaos Children. Kotaku, the website Kotaku did an article on it not too long ago. But yeah, I think it's called Chaos Child or Chaos. Yeah, I think it's Chaos Child, spelled but the same way that's on the screen with a semicolon and everything. Except replace the head with child, and there you go. Anyway, I think we should get on with the show, shall we? So we'll start up here. Oh yeah, I want to say that this is... Oh wait, sorry. I'll talk after he's done. Spare death and nothingness. That's so...
僕はどこにもいないのかな。すべてが静止している壊れてしまった世界に、ふと死の雨以外の音が響く。無の中から浮かび上がってくるたった一つの湯。君は誰？その肌が青白く見えるのは雨の冷たさに凍えているから？それとも君がもう死んでいるから？でも彼女は震えていなかった。そして前髪で隠れそうになっているその瞳は僕を見るな。ひどく悲しそうにも見える。狂気じみているようにも見える。何も映していないようにも見える。もしも世界には僕と彼女の二人だけしかいなくて、こうしてお互いだけを永遠に見つめ合っていたら、僕の世界は彼女の瞳に映るものだけになるのかな。彼女の世界は僕の瞳に映るものだけになるのかな。彼女の瞳に映るものは僕、僕の瞳に映るものは彼女。そう考えると世界は途端に矮小化する。
ね
不意に僕の耳に届くとても綺麗なノイズ。彼女はうなだれて両手を左右に広げる。まるであの雨雲の上へ向けて飛び立とうとするかのように、あるいはこの雨すべてを受け止めようとするかのように。
あなたを見つめ瞑想。
うなだれた彼女の表情は
Okay, that surprised me.
僕の位置からも伺い知ることができない。雨の薄膜の向こうで君はどんな顔をしている？
殺してあげる。
天使、乱舞する光の羽は僕を祝福しているのか、それとも、ああ、そうか、理解したよ。それで僕を殺してくれるんだね。ゆっくりと倒れている僕の前に彼女が膝をつく。いまだに彼女はうなだれたまま僕の頭をそっと抱えてくる。僕を見てくれないことに僕はほっとしてただ身を委ねた。耳元でささやき、きれいなノイズ。でもよく聞こえない。暖かくて柔らかくて優しくて甘美な感触。それは麻酔のようで、不思議なことに体の震えがゆっくりと収まっていく。彼女のかすかな鼻息が僕の頬をくすぐる。とても甘い匂い。ふと胸に圧迫感を覚えた。彼女の持っていた大きな剣が僕の胸の皮膚を裂き、肉をえぐり、骨の間を縫い、ゆっくりと 体の中に沈み込んできている。でも彼女のキスという麻酔にかけられて、もう痛みを感じない。こんなにも優しく殺してくれるから、不意に切なくなって、涙が溢れそうになって、それをごまかすために、彼女の頭越しに雨を落とし続けている鈍色の空を見上げた。空が滲んでいるのは、雨のせい、涙のせい。もうあの視線も感じない。もう何もない薄れゆく意識の中で、僕は空へと手を伸ばす。誰か教えて。僕たちのあの空はどこへ行ったんだろう。
僕はまたカオスになる。終わりのない痛みを抱えて、誰にも触れられない麻薬に似た回避エリア。ビルの隙間切り取られた小さな空に描ける夢は答えはないのさ。 I fall into the new world。 それは突然螺旋状に繰り返すノイズ。飛び出そうな光とファイナル。
Okay, chapter 1, Eyes and Eyes. I can see the gaze. Not being able to see it is even though it's watching me. What a weird concept. For as long as I remember, there have been countless instances of me sensing a gaze. Even if I turn around, there's no one there. But I'm always convinced that someone had in fact been watching me. A chilly sensation at the back of your neck. Is that just what it's called being too self-conscious? Or else a phobia of being watched? Until I reached middle school, surely God is watching over me. That's seriously what I thought. An essay I wrote around that time centered around this kind of theme. Of course, thinking back on it now, I was a kid and overly full of myself no matter how you look at it. That really stings. If somebody else happened to read it now, I'd shut myself up for the rest of my life. I still remember the title of the essay. Backrest of the chair I was leaning against is creaking, letting out a sound like a hoarse voice. Okay. Here's what I'll do. I'll also explain it. I was going to say multiple things, but yeah, one of the things I forgot to say before starting this is that there's officially no official Chaos Head translation. This is a fan translation. So I believe that was part of the problem with the opening. For some reason, it did not play the opening video. So what I'll do is I'll look for the opening myself, and I'll just have to edit it in. So yeah, if you're watching this right now, you've already watched the opening. So there you go, no problems, right? So yeah, anyway. I think I explained everything. So yeah, not official translation, not an official translation of this visual novel. And two, for some reason, there's bugs, and I guess I found one of them. And it's with the opening. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. But besides that, I'll just edit that out, and we'll work on it, and I'll just put in the opening if I can find it somewhere online. So there you go. So it'll look weird, but it'll be okay because I know where the opening is. I'll just take that part out, and yeah. Anyway, back to the story. Hopefully this won't happen again. So let's see here. I will open save screen, switch to full screen, open load screen. Let's open the save screen. Oh, well, that was neat. So we'll just save right there. Yes. Just in case, because I'm... Glossary tips. Okay. The backrest of the chair I was leaning on against creaked, letting out a sound like a hoarse voice. Fed up, I murmured that as I looked up at the gloomy ceiling. Of course, there wasn't any answer. This was my room. I lived by myself. There isn't a single human being in this room besides me. I tried turning around. The room is arranged lengthways and a little dim. The only source of illumination here is the lamp set on my computer desk. The room doesn't have any windows, so it's dark to begin with. There's absolutely no way to tell what it's like outside. There's no way to tell if it's noon or night. I raised my voice to the dark corners of the room. It wasn't as if yelling out was going to make anything happen. No one would come running. The darkness just went on being there in the form of darkness. But the dark arouses people's fantasies as well as nightmares. Okay, yeah, one other quick thing I like to mention is, like, since the opening, like, from my end was really loud, I'll be able to also edit the volume. So you people with headphones, you won't die. So there you go. Something that can't be seen is ultimately something unknown. Even if you know it's impossible, you can't help but wonder if maybe something might be lurking out there. Damn it, I have this habit of unintentionally I can't pronounce exacerbating my own paranoia. As though to break away from that, I continue my speech. ESO is an abbreviation for the MMORPG I've pretty much made my life. ESO. He's playing Elder Scrolls Online? Holy crap! Chaos Head predicted the future. So, I'm joking. Its official title is Empire Sweeper Online. Okay. Still ESO. Elder Scrolls Online. So, yeah, that would have been kind of funny. Copyright! No. So, anyway. I entered Bazalad. That's the name of the world in ESO pretty much every day to the point of depriving myself of sleep. Dean's Valley is the name of an area that appears in ESO, and only aggravating monsters show up there. For all that they for all that they come at you with sickening special attacks, they don't drop any good items. The guys who hunt down in Dean's Valley are idiots. Upper level players quickly call it quits and head into the nearby Lady Fullers. Naturally, I did the same.
PC とネット環境は最高水準クラスが揃ってるからね。まあ学生にしては上等の基地じゃないかな。あ、だから僕はこの部屋のことをベースって呼んでる。
Nothing but me ever moves in the room. Becoming aware of how dumb it was to go on talking to myself, I decided to stop my little myself introduction for whoever was watching me.
それにしても汚い部屋だな。
Room smelled of something rotting. I could feel the stagnancy of the air on my skin. Empty plastic bottles and containers I've already eaten. Convenience store lunches lay scattered across the floor. There were Arrow game packages piled on top of the bed. Thanks to them, I ended up sleeping on the sofa mostly.
片付けろよな。誰だよ散らかしっぱなしにしたのは。って僕か。
I was starting to get a little irritated at my own repulsive way of laughing. I took my frustration out on one of the plastic balls laying at my feet. It rebounded and looked about to come flying at the shelf where my figures were lined up, which led me raising a scream and hastily straining to catch it. I couldn't let any harm come to my nearly 100 plus brides, sisters, and daughters. These girls are the precious existence that heals my heart. I wonder how many characters I can recognize. Let's see, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know these two characters from somewhere. I think they're the same ones, that one's younger, one's older. Anyway, I recognize some of these characters. There's a couple Type Moon characters here, and Magical Nanoha, I think. Anyway, it's their shelf alone that I make sure to tidy up once a week. I investigate things like angles from which they look the cutest and where they should stand on a daily basis, and not wanting my darling big sisters and daughters get dirty, I never neglect to dust them. Taking a relieved breath, I threw my empty bottle into a corner of the room and turned my back to my PC. My personal computer is enshrined at the farthest back part of the room. Next in the monitor is my Sierraton 1/8 scale pre-awakening version. A figure from my current favorite anime, Barachu, Bloodtune the animation, striking a moe pose and smiling at me. Murmuring that after meeting her eyes, I grabbed a bottle of cola from beside my computer and drank it down. It was lukewarm, but I didn't really care. Sitting down in my chair, I put both my hands on the keyboard. It's the only thing that calms me down. My character in ESO, Nightheart, is a paladin that It's already gone through every level and then reincarnated back to the first level twice. Obviously, he's currently at the max level 50. It's the highest rank you can get in any of the valid servers. Most people recognize me just from the nickname Lightning Fast Nightheart. They all treat me like a god. I've completed all the rare weapons, rare armor, and rare magic. My rare items completion percentage is 95%. Well, it's a bit of an uphill battle. I could never use all the money points I have since I make pocket money through RTM Real Money Trade. I could live like this for half a year without needing to do any part-time work. Well, that's nice. That kind of sounds like the old, well, it's gone now, Diablo 3's auction house, which they took out, and good that they did. Anyway, back to work. I'm really good at chatting. I said back to work. And back to the story. I take care of all my basic communication this way. I've even helped other players out at the huge anonymous message board at channel. I participate in epic threads a lot too. Oh yeah, that's right. In Furpara, a social networking service, you know my friends list passed the 100-person mark ages ago. Respect, trust, it's all right here. I don't go to school. It's not that I don't want to go, it's that there's no point to going. I can get all my studying done online, studying at home is enough. But it seems that you gotta have this thing called sufficient credits to graduate. So I spend the absolute minimum amount of time at school that I have to. That's the smartest way to survive as a student. I don't know, you need to make friends, need a network, dude. That's their version of Google right here, I can't read it. Anyway. The parents always complain about it, which is why I created an ideal minimum attendance shift chart for myself. According to the chart, if I go 2.5 times a week, I'll be fine. The guys who go to school every day call me otaku freak and look down at me. But from my perspective, the ones who stop thinking for themselves and just go to school as they are told are the real morons. See, you can't do that at ASU because you get kicked out. So, yeah, they'll drop you like a heavy sack of potatoes. Any case, my lifestyle here ain't so bad. Oh, crap. I got all worked up about the gays and completely forgot that I was chatting with Grim. Grim's a friend that I've always teamed up with in Nia, so we never met in real life, but we always talk online. On top of that, Grim brings me all kinds of valuable news. He's almost like some sort of information broker. Seated in my chair, I started typing. Hey, Nightheart, what's up? You're not replying. You fall asleep or something? My bad, my bad. Not so much falling asleep as just spaced out. Well, you must be pretty tired. Not enough sleep? You too busy with your girl? Lol. Up late every night? I'm not interested in 3D girls. Ha 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 ha. Grim and I talk about everything. We're not face to face, so I'll feel at ease talking about almost anything. But in real life, that's not the case. Then you mean the 2D world. Eroge? Everything always seems to be about Ero with you. Lol. Come on, isn't it you who always fantasize about Ero stuff? You were just all pumped up talking about it. Schoolgirls in swimsuit. Eh? Oh yeah? Don't remember too well. But anyway. If that's what we're talking about, let me whip out my pet theory. It's gotta be a school oh no. Here we go. It's gotta be a school swimsuit plus glasses. Yes, no. Oh, I have a choice. It's gotta be, yes. It's gotta be a school. What if I say no? What if I say yes? Personally, I don't care. I think most women look good in swimsuits, regardless of what kind or whatever. So it's like, eh. So, I'm just gonna say yes. Oh, wait. Oh, it's just a picture. Oh, now I get to choose. Yes, it's gotta be swim girl. Oh! Oh, yes. No. Yes, as in yes for that, or no. I'm gonna say no. The racing suits are better than regular school suits. Is he talking about like the shirt and the really tight bloomers thing? I'm not so sure. So, meh. I'm gonna say no to that as well. Watch, this will decide my fate for the entire game. Just you watch. With socks that reach up over her knees. That I'm gonna say yes to that. Oh, whoa. Okay, cool. I see. It says like, oh, don't remember. But anyway, that's what we're talking. Let me whip on my through glasses. No thanks. Thing about school swimsuits is that they come with bittersweet memories of youth. And if she's wearing over knee socks, her destructive powers are over 9,000. Crush Scouter %. I'm pretty sure this game came out before the meme did, so meme, whatever. GIF, tomato, tomato, potato, potato. Yeah. Anyway, hey Ruffle, Ruffle, you really have a thing for swimsuits, huh? Doesn't wait. Glasses, no thanks. Okay, so I said no to glasses, but swimsuits and with the over knee socks thing, that's like I get. Okay, I see what the choices did here. I wonder how that'll affect the story though, or is it just some kind of like whatever? Doesn't every guy use common sense? By the way, it's not about how much skin she's showing. It's the same as knowing that she's not wearing any panties is better than catching an eyeful of them. You say it's the same, but I'd be cool with either. What? Thou understandest not the greatness of going commando? I'm with those who like 'em naked. You ass! You don't understand a single thing about Moe. Your libido. Your libido's all at full throttle. Ha! Well, that's what makes you Nightheart. It leaves me in shock, but also have a strange attraction to it. Lol. Don't phrase it with stuff like, but also. I got a little overheated there, but I'm aiming to be a cool type of character. Cool, lol. Don't laugh. So what were we talking about before I dozed off? Well, whatever the case, we probably exchanging ESO-related news. Hey, don't forget like that. There's been some stuff going on in 3D world recently. Like what? What do you mean? Enter the room. Current members 3. Nice to meet you, Lord Shogun. Yo. I tried greeting him, but Shogun didn't reply. WTF, he's ignoring me. Despite the fact that I went out of my way to be friendly. Does he know who I am? Is he acting this rude regardless? Dude, I'm lightning fast Nightheart. It's illegal to enter one of these chat rooms in the first place if you're going to just lurk. Whatever, I don't give a shit. This is what's nice about the net. There's no need to bother yourself with pointless interpersonal relationships. Yeah, but it's kind of sad. So, what was it, Grim? I'm talking about those recent incidents. I don't know about anything going on in the third dimension. Anyway, it's got to be something stupid, no? More or less, but it's still pretty shocking. Shocking, so that means a gory murder or something must have happened. It has been getting more dangerous around here recently. You're not going to bring up Guro pics again, are you? I'm not going to explain what Guro is. If you want to know what Guro is, Google it and find out for yourself. I will not explain what that messed up stuff is. You really can't handle Guro. Ha 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 ha. It's not like that. No, I really don't want to see it. But lately, there have been a lot of composites and other shop pictures around. They're set up as traps in a lot of different places. And if I get tricked by one, I end up looking whether I want to or not. Even though you're the strongest paladin Baze lad. Lol. I don't PK. PK is an abbreviated for player kill. It refers to dicks who take part in certain kind of delinquent behavior, killing unrelated people in the net games and stealing their equipment and money points. I don't do stuff that childish, since it goes against my policy of not breaking ESO's rules. Excuse me. But I do real money trading right and left. Yeah, morals. Your policy. And yet he's doing something illegal like that on the side. That's even far worse. Okay, calm yourself down, bold hero. Haha. New Gen. Do you know it? New Gen, what's that? We haven't covered this yet, have we? Although Grimm referred to it like to be natural for me to know it. Where's your question? What is it? New Generation of Madness online. It's been shortened to New Gen. It's what they are calling a string of mysterious incidents that have been happening in Shibuya. They're all in your neighborhood. Heh. Ah, now you mention it, I kind of remember something about an incident. But I just vaguely knew about it and hadn't bothered to check my details. Excuse me. That's what a delude is. Their Google search website. Web images, visual search, map, music, movies. When I tried searching New Gen, I got some hits right away. New Generation Madness.
この1ヶ月の間に渋谷で発生した2つの事件のことをニュージェネと呼ぶ。その犠牲者は胎児を含めて7人。1つ目の事件は友人同士5人による高層ビルからの集団ダイブ。
Well, that's gruesome.
2つ目の事件では男性の体内から胎児が出てきた。
Ew! That's horrible!
これマジかよ。
Yeah. Chill went down my spine. Before I knew it, I turned to look around my room again. There were plenty of links to older New Gen news on Taboo, so I went ahead and started skimming them. New Generation Madness such are incidents that have been causing a stir on the net for day after day. 2 instances of this have already occurred. One featured such a brutal method of killing that there were TV channels that forbore to express the criminal's behavior in words. Apparently, there are also rumors that the initial diving incident might also have been a homicide. All the dead five's parents and friends declared that there is no way he would ever commit a suicide. I can't come up with so much as a trace of motive. Additionally, circumstantial evidence makes it difficult to think that they were attempting suicide. I took a quick look. Did you freak out? Not really. It's not something that interests me. Gives me a website link and it's a picture link. Look, take a look. I wonder if I copy this down, would it appear? What's this? Photo of the victim says, Grim, you ass. You're having fun at my expense here. He does this kind of thing once in a while. But if I hesitated, I hurt my reputation as Basil as Nightheart. Setting aside real life, when it comes to ESO, I'm a god. I'm the strongest. I'm a knight of justice who knows everything and is stronger than anyone. Like I let him make a fool of me. I mustered my courage and clicked the URL. What? So it's just a shitty doodle. Haha, you got me. You drew this, lol. Waves hand. I drew it a little before. Took 2 minutes. A prodigy has appeared. Lol. Now that things calm down, I'm gonna hit the sack. Later. See you tomorrow in Bays, lad. Come to think of it, that Shogun guy was still here. I completely forgot about him. Not that it mattered either way. I wasn't that sleepy, so I thought I'd do a bit of ESO or a bit of hunting in ESO or something. Speaking of which, Barachi broadcast today. There's no TV in my room. I get everything done by done on my PC. Hey, it's sort of like what I do. Ugh. Spotting serotonin next to my monitor grin. Today I'll be able to see serotonin. It's something I always look forward to. I thought that I was just about to close the chat window when Huh? Shogun posted something. He wasn't a faithful lurker. Going by a file extension looked like a link to an image, but some link from someone suspicious, a person I didn't know, and on top of that, one who hadn't posted a single thing before. Without thinking, I gulped down a breath. What was going on? I never felt this kind of horrible premonition before. In all my time on the net, of course I didn't want to click it. I clicked my tongue and looked at the clock. 12 minutes until my promised time with Seroton. It'd be a good idea to cut off this conversation right away. Haha, look. If you're trying to use the Shogun Lang's trap here, lol, the world changes if you click it. Whoa, wait, haha, what's with that? What's with the English, lol? I tried my best to sound like I was joking around to make it seem like I had I had plenty of relaxation to spare. Truthfully, I didn't want to chat with some guy I didn't know. I was nervous and it made me sweat. That's to say nothing of the fact that if this Shogun person wasn't Japanese, there'd be no way to deal with him. Hey, he started talking to me normally. My mind was put to my mind was put to rest a little. Sorry, I surprised you. Nah, no prob. Why were you lurking? Someone tell you to go F off and lurk for half a year? I was thinking. Where are you chatting from? For some reason, there was a weird gap. Shibuya. A vision of the new Gen incidents sprung to the front of my mind. I was going to say new Gen suicides. New Gen incidents sprung to the front of my mind. They were gory enough with someone I like. They were gory enough with someone like me envisioning them. So in reality, they must have been something you could bear to look at straight on. A man's torn stomach, the fetus that was forcibly stuffed in the hole. When the 5 who dove from the high-rise hit the ground, they must have gotten so badly messed up that there would be no way to tell what they really looked like. Just imagining it made me feel sick to my stomach. I hastily shook my head to get rid of the gruesome delusions. This Shogun guy is so suspicious to make me think about all that stuff. I seriously got caught caught up in it. I'm in Shibuya too. Seems like a lot of strange incidents have happened lately. They're still happening. Shibuya? Shudder.
なんだこれ
Fun to the 10th power times. What's that supposed to mean? I know it's fun to the 10th power times intelligence to the 40th power equals IR2. 2, yeah. Was he just a freak or what? I said I'm smart, but I never even seen that formula he posted out of the blue. I tried searching it just in case at a time like this. It's the easiest if you just run a search.
あれヒットしないな
Could it be simply typed in some random made-up format to make himself look intelligent? Ooh, I don't get it. The equation has killed the world's possibilities. I don't follow you. More importantly, what's that link you from before? Would I get more out of it if I played along and clicked it? Lol. I thought you might be interested. Holy crap. Continuous scores went up at incredible speed. What's going on with this guy? Is he getting his kicks by intimidating me? Maybe he's a friend of Grimm, working together to pull wool over my eyes. Since the gaze again, I looked around my room naturally, though all that there was the room's unchangingly dim and messy interior. An unidentifiable terror, since it was already normal for me to feel like I was being watched. I couldn't get myself to calm down.
僕を見るな
When I tried putting it into words, I realized that my voice was shaky. My familiar messy room felt like something altogether different. It's said that after you watch a fear-mongering TV program or go to a horror movie or hear a scary story from your friend, the careless air of your own house, which you should be used to, becomes so frightening that you can't go to the bathroom by yourself late at night. Right now, I'm having a similar experience.
くそ釣られたりするもんか
Shaken up and leaning in toward the monitor eye, without thinking, I put pressure on my right index finger and clicked one of Shogun's links. Honestly, I don't know why I did it. It's not that my hand moved on its own or anything. Without thinking, doesn't describe it at all. It was impossible for me to regard it as a pure mistake, but the motion of clicking had come to me all but naturally.
なんだよこれ
What filled the monitor screen was a photograph of an object d'art. Something like the spikes of a hedgehog or a needle stuffed flower arranging tool was stuck to the wall in the shape of a cross. A reddish-black puddle had formed underneath the giant flower arranging tool, with its needles sticking out all over. And I couldn't make them out, but there was also a number of small garbage-like lumps strewn around. Seriously, what was this? The work of some puffed-up, self-proclaimed avant-garde artist? They show up a lot, but those people who create gory-looking works and unabashedly say it was to express the chaos of the world. It expresses the chaos of this world. I had no intention of coming to understand what kind of moronic art. Still, it was a mysterious image. It wasn't directly Guro. It only reached that point of having a Guro-esque sense to it. Despite that's why, did it feel so raw to me? Why did it give off such a strong presence? Is it impossible to hallucinate the scent of blood entering your nose through enough to make you choke? Is it possible to experience an illusionary smell so vivid that it brings about nausea? Yeah, dude. A stabbing pain struck my temples. My nausea wouldn't stop. I desperately tried to grab the mouse, but my hands was shaking and it didn't go well. I was so frantic that I failed to grasp it, and it slipped off the desk, dragging only its cord behind it. I reeled in the cord, set it back on the mouse pad, and closed the window. And what leapt into my relieved sight was... Glared at myself to our minimum attendance chart. Yesterday I didn't get to watch Barachu in real time, but after that I watched it on YouTube. Ha ha. So it wasn't a real problem. Even after watching it, something still felt wrong. What Shogun said right before I closed that chat window. It was almost as if he had seen through the fact that I cowered in fear of God's gaze. It was too much for a mere coincidence. Maybe my personal information was leaked on ESO. Maybe it was someone who didn't like night art. I thought about the different possibilities. A godlike existence like mine has many allies, but also many enemies. Well, the enemies were basically a kind of side effect of popularity. Of course, there would be people who envied Nightheart's strength and popularity childishly to try to provoke me. It was just a matter of ignoring them. But this was different. The fact that I had no clue who Shogun was worried me to the point when I logged into ESO I couldn't concentrate at all on hunting. On top of it all, today was... It was a school day. According to my minimum attendance chart, I had to go. I really didn't want to, but I didn't. But if I didn't go, my minimum attendance shift chart, my calculations would get messed up, and worst case scenario, I might have to repeat a year. I fought off a yawn and trudged off towards school. It takes about 10 minutes to walk from my base to school. My mood sank lower soon after I started walking. My body felt heavy, it was hard to breathe, and I started to sweat. It was always like this when I went to school. Why do I have to go to school? It's such a painful event, muttering playfully to myself. I kept moving forward, my feet forward all the same, but down watching asphalt's white line. Okay, for now, I think I will call it quits here. And, like I said earlier, I will edit the video so it has the opening, since it wasn't appearing properly. I don't know why. I know there's bugs in here. Like, there's one bug where you can't save. If you save in Chapter 7 and you exit, your save gets ruined. So once you reach Chapter 7 of this visual novel, you have to just plow right through it. And that's my alarm. So I guess I have to go. So until next time, folks, sayonara.